Hello everyone, this is Persephone. This is an update to probably the dumbest problem of all times, and Manyvids has successfully reactivated both of my accounts, Taboo Princess and Pregnant Kendra. No, I'm not pregnant, it's one of those accounts where I'm faking a pregnancy for money. And the security and safety team leader, Kyle, says that the accounts have been fully restored or it's going to take up to 24 hours. I just want to be petty for a minute and say that there was no apology whatsoever. There was no acknowledgement of the fact that I was wrongly accused of having multiple unverified performers in my account for several days, which is an accusation that has far more severe implications than the average person can think of. For example, if in the future you want to immigrate to a different country, I'm not saying I want to, but I'm just saying it's good to keep your own options open in life, right? And they do a background check on you, and this is left unchecked, and there is a case where someone practically fired you because you had unverified people in your apartment making them perform sex acts, that makes you look like a human trafficker. So this is not a matter of, oh, they just hurt my ego, or oh, I just lost a few $1,000s. I'm not saying that losing a few $1,000s is insignificant, but I know myself at this point. I know how to game this system at this point. I can just go to another campsite, open an account, sit there, do the same things, and I'm going to start making the money. So this was not about the money. This was about blatantly insulting my work ethics and then terminating me without even giving me a chance to explain myself. I want to let you know that I had help in this case besides my lawyer, who was also very, very useful. There is a CAM model agency called Boleyn Models that I have been working with them. I mentioned it on the previous video. That they were also horrified about the fact that not only I lost money, they lost the 6% cut they take every time I get paid. And they contacted also the company. And I have reasons to believe that if it wasn't for them, maybe I would never even have reached out to higher ranked people on Manyvids that looked into the case and basically asked support to manually verify the videos, because I don't know if it was a bot or someone else who flagged my account and identified multiple performers. But I have to say that Boleyn Models has been amazing, and I plan to make a video for totally free to talk about them and what they offer in case someone else wants to use their services. And this is not just me promoting them, it's me giving back help that someone gave me. They were messaging me every day during this case to follow up, to know if there is anything going on, to let me know what's on their end. And they didn't have to, honestly. They could have just turned their back on me the same way the Manyvids support turned their back on me, at least the people who directly interact with the models. So I just want to let you know that I got my accounts back and this thing has been resolved. I'm not going to lie, this made me really doubt the worldview that I had of this world and business and adult business in general, because I mean, I'm not perfect. I've been fired by jobs before. I had 2 or 3 dozen jobs at this point in my life, both civilian jobs and spicy jobs, but every time that something happened and I was terminated, or one time when I worked for a company, and that was several years ago when I was still, I think, 17, 18. But anyway, the company went bankrupt and none of us got paid, and there is a lawsuit against the company that continues probably up to this day. So either something happened within the company and affected everyone, or I did something that I deserve to be fired, which I'm not innocent. I mean, I'm the type of person that when I have fault in a case, I will admit it. And I will say, for example, there was a time when I was fired because there was a female, much older, much uglier supervisor who tried to bully me. And let's just say it didn't end up very well for her either, because I give back what I get as a person. And I think we both ended up with very severe consequences. But this was the first time that out of total nowhere, not only I get permanently banned from the platform and I lose access to both of my accounts, but also, like I said, there wasn't even a chance to go there and explain myself. The first level support who handles the immediate problems just stopped responding to me and started ignoring me. I guess they couldn't ignore Boleyn Models, which is great, but again, this shows you that there is so much misinformation in the CAM world that I'm not saying that every agency, CAM model agency or studio is a good one. There are plenty predatory ones. I mean, come on. But I'm just saying that the advice that people generally give when you start is, oh my God, never get involved with a studio. They just exploit you, they just act like pimps, they take your money and they give nothing back. That's the popular advice. And I see now that even this advice isn't correct. That I would say to you, find a respectable studio to back you up, because it seems that unless you are a front page model or performer, if someone decides that they don't want you there and they decide to terminate you, like it happened with me, you would be on your own. Although I have to say that I discussed it with a lawyer very extensively. This lawyer is a very patient guy and he has handled many cases for me over the years. And he told me that, you did all you could. We're going to wait for Boleyn models, and if they do not respond, then we have no choice but to ask the names of people involved, ask more information, and then start a defamation case. Because it is defamation if you say, we fire you because you had people that we don't know who they are, like they could potentially be minors, working in your videos, and we asked you to verify and you never did. He told me that didn't happen. So I'm just telling you that for me, I wasn't a big enough fish in the clip selling side of it, at least, to have someone targeting me. So I don't know exactly what happened. And between you and me, I know it's ironic to say this on YouTube, but I believe that no one is going to watch these videos unless that person is also interested in becoming a cam model or interested in spicy work in general. I haven't completely excluded the fact that someone targeted me to get rid of me. I mean, this is conspiracy theory. I don't have any proof, and the official explanation that I say, and I have to say here, is that it was a misunderstanding. I just find it very, very weird that I have been on Manyvids more or less for years, and no one ever bothered. And then all of a sudden, last July, I decided to start live streaming full time, and I get into the top live 100 MV top live earners month after month. And then all of a sudden this happens. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe someone who was on the top 100 live and now they are not because of me got pissed and probably reported my account, which triggered the bots. I don't know. I'm only going to say that unfortunately, as much as I want to have an abundance mindset to say, there is enough for everyone, there is a niche for everyone that you can monetize, there are people that they're going to like you regardless of your body type, of your age, of your race. So just do whatever you can, work hard, follow my advice, which is essentially ignore everyone else's advice, and you will do fine. But when it comes to top 100 earners, it's a zero-sum game. For me to be on the top 100, I kicked someone else out. Someone else, when I was number 63, let's say, someone else became number 101. So maybe that person got pissed off. I don't know. But will that make me back down and play it low from now on? Fuck no. I'm going to tell you, there are some people who have insisted very, very much to see crazy. Crazy competitive, not crazy in general. I will show them crazy. So after that, my first priority is getting myself into the front page on that site and staying there. And whoever needs to be kicked out will be kicked out. And I'm also going to be documenting the process and sharing the advice with you for free. Because enough is enough. I didn't harm anyone. I don't exploit anyone. I don't have the work ethics of taking advantage of people and not paying them and not verifying them. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around this, that I'm accused of being a human trafficker, basically. Anyway, the accusations have been cleared up. I wanted to give you an update about what happened, and if you like this type of content or any type of content, please subscribe. I also have an extremely cheap membership, and the only reason that I have that is because we have a stalker. I don't really need the $3.99 from the people who watch. I'm sorry about that. But we have a stalker that this person is watching every one of my videos and time-stamping them and reporting them on YouTube. And then every week, I have a list of videos that I have to submit for manual review. That the bots demonetize the videos and then a human has to come see them and understand that there is no hate speech, there are none of the things that they're accusing me of, and reinstate them. But the problem is that there is specific advice that is controversial, and I still want to share it with you. So the only way to protect from the stalker is to either not talk at all. Of course, this person is not going to censor me. And the second is to put it behind a cheap paywall. So you don't really need that extra advice if you are a car model, in a sense of with the existing free advice, you can do well. This advice is going to be just accelerating things up. That the devil is in the details, as they say in America, so the devil and the details are going to be behind the paywall. If you want it, that's fine. If you don't want it, that's also fine. I still insist that this help to other models says I'm not selling you anything. Because, like I said, this is something extra to make your life easier, not something that you need. The things that you need are always going to be for free. So that's all for now. I'm going to be making more videos about various other topics because I feel we have lost enough time in our life with all of this. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here.